Hey everybody, I'm Snorklover, and welcome to Altered Beast Guardians of the Realms. Now, you all already heard of the original Altered Beast. I did play the original Altered Beast. And somehow, okay, this game from Game Boy, however, came out 2002. But I enjoy that game a lot. I love it to death. Because clearly it has more levels, more beasts, and I'm telling you, there's also there's also one fan-made game from 2020, if I'm not mistaken, called Altered Beast Fan Made. But I'm telling you, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and PewDiePie, if you guys are watching this, please play this game. Because clearly, I played this game before, and I would recommend playing this game on computer. Because right now I'm in an online website called retrogames.com. Just look up retro games and search up Altered Beast, Guardians of the Realms with retrogames.com, and you'll see this game that's showed on retrogames.com. Now, I played this back in high school, truth be told. Not during 2002, because during 2002, I was a young child back then, and clearly I never heard of this game whenever I first owned a Game Boy back in my childhood. Basically, I retired from the Game Boy ever since growing up, just enough I moved on to other consoles that are more, well, not so memorable. But in the same time, this is from Game Boy Advance, and I am a huge fan of this game. I'm telling you, you've got to at least play this game. And I don't know if they have the original Altered Beast on computer, of course. I'll at least see if the original Altered Beast is also available. If so, then I'll let you guys know. Because if you guys already know yourselves already, then that's fine to know. Because I'm telling you, this game brought back so many memories to me. Well, back in high school, of course. Not sadly back when I was a young child, because I never heard of this game ever since when I was a young child. All I know is the ones close by near with my parents, of course. However, I don't know if my parents ever know of what this game is, of course, but in the same time, yeah, I am going to... Okay, I played the whole game on computer, truth be told. I'm not going to do a whole video about this game. I'm only going to do some parts here and there about this game, however. If any of you YouTubers do want to make an hour long of this game, you can go ahead and do so, but right now, I am going to get through the whole, well, I wouldn't say through the whole gameplay. I'm just going to at least play 2 levels of this game. And, however, I think this is the save for this game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it says save state, so I'll remind myself to do that, of course, and try my best not to forget, because clearly this game takes saving to do so, if I'm not mistaken. So anyways, yeah. I am going to get on to the game, and you can widen the screen, but I don't know if the face cam recording would be able to see it. If so, then I'll see you in my video, because if not, then it's going to be obvious. I'm just going to at least play this game on small screen, of course, and I'll explain about it on the next video if I have to. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get on with the gameplay. What the hell, man? Yeah. So that's what the intro will be like. So, recommended story. I can do that every time I try to, it better not be the Things Edition, I will say that. The Dark Reaper Arcanid has rebuilt against the Olympus. The Guardians have failed. He has stolen their realm keys. Honestly, that's kind of... I'm already feeling sorry about the Guardians seeing this. He now controls the Hall of Realms. Thank God they didn't bust me out this time. I command you to rise from your grave, reclaim the Hall of Realms, and restore balance to the universe. So yeah, basically, back in the last game, of course, the first Altered Beast game, I would already know that in the first Altered Beast game, he said, "and save my daughter." But this is different anyways, for a good reason. Reclaiming the Hall of Realms and restore balance to the universe. That's more important than saving his daughter. Just say Okay, the last guy that had the power of the Ultra Beast already got his daughter saved. Therefore, his daughter is with his father, Zeus, now. Let's just say his daughter's already with his father, Zeus, now. And if I'm not mistaken, this takes place in the Greek times. The first Ultra Beast transformation takes back in the Greece times, of course. I'm sure about it, of course. Saying if there's such thing as that in the Greece time. Saying if there is. So, right now, yeah, it's reclaim the Hall of Realms, and restore balance to the universe. And that's what our main mission's gonna be. And I can see the glowing eyes on him already, ready to rise from his grave. Fan way of showing. Well, I wouldn't say fan way. It's actually made by the people back in Sega. I wouldn't say so much on fan made. The real fan made game is actually 2020. So, anyways, let's not waste any more time and get to the game.
Rise from your grave.
Rise from your grave. All right. Now the button controls are going to be a little different on computer. If you played this on Game Boy before, punch, you press C. Kick, you press X. Basically, it's been a while since I played this game. And to jump, sort of, hang on. Okay. So to jump, you press Q and E. That's what you need to do. That's what you got to do to jump. E is the punch. A is also the punch. Oh, okay. You use A to punch and S to kick. You know what? Now thinking about this, since Q and E is your jump, I would recommend the AS to make it easier. So, yes, you can jump and kick punch enemies, or you can just jump and kick enemies. I would recommend close though. So yeah, I would recommend that. You can press the up button to punch higher with A and C, and to kick higher, press S or X with up button along with it. And then, so every now and then there'll be power up, what you're seeing right now. And for this one, you do that. Try your best to get closer to him the best you can after he uses his you know what. Because sometimes that can be a tough bitch sometimes. So yeah, I would recommend some punching routine on this. I mean, you can jump, you can do that, but I wouldn't recommend it so much. I mean, just near punch them would be better off. Believe me when I say this. Or you can just kick them to make it easier. And yes, before they try to swing their axe, quickly kick them as much as possible, or else move out of the way. Remember, I'm trying to remember the controls. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm already in a tight spot. Sometimes you get in a tight spot too. So for those flying creatures, Z, wait. Okay, down and kick for S and X for these creatures. And then you go back to punch. Man. And yes, you'll get health on the way, which is helpful. That way you don't have to go through the tough routine. Sometimes you can get them when you're up top. These you can kick or punch. I'll try to kick. Yeah, you can kick them, which takes 2% of damage. And every now and then you'll go through wizards. See those purple and red wizards? Recommend the red wizards. They'll give you the power up you'll need if they're stronger. And with your kick against the weaker enemies like these, you'll kick them in one hit. You'll kick them in one hit. Including for this. But be warned, when it comes to different colored enemies, they'll get stronger and different colored enemies. So, yeah, watch out for these guys too. Remember the solid dance routine. Like that. Oh, and watch out for another too. And yeah, sometimes, since it's a very, well, I wouldn't say very old game, but since it's a pretty old game, it will go slow on you sometimes. Try your best to hold as much time as you can for another power-up to show up. Man, I keep on getting destroyed. I gotta be careful now. Down, and then kick. Like that. Different color enemies, they'll go stronger, be warned. Alright, here comes the next power up. Give me that. There you go. Now for weaker enemies, you can now kick them with one punch besides one kick. I wouldn't recommend that you're like the one punch man, but because some enemies can be stronger enough for you to take more than one hit against them. One hit, they're dead by the weaker enemies. But yeah, they're weaker enemies. But don't worry, they get stronger at them later on. They get harder later on. Yeah, you're more taller than them now. Doesn't know if you'll get stronger kicks now. Oh boy. Be careful. Yes. And yes, you can duck while kick and while punching, like this. Down and A to punch, or Z to punch. But when you're ducking down to kick, you're kicking up high. Just like the original Ultra Beast game. Some of you may not play Ultra Beast before because you've never heard of it since playing it on computer or Sega Genesis. But some people like me at least do. So yeah, Markiplier and Jackson, guys, if you're at least watching this, please give this game a try. I assure you it's a lot of fun. Please. It's a lot of fun, believe me. I mean, you can play the original version too if you want. I'll show you what it is next time on the next video if you like. Because I assure you this game is actually just fun with power-ups and all when it comes to the Game Boy version. I don't remember the jump. And frankly, I don't know if there's the original version in the Game Boy version. I don't know if there is an original version in the Game Boy version. I don't know for sure. You can go ahead and tell me if you did know that there is, because if not, that's fine. But now it's Beast time! And yes, for A and Z, you can use this to use the high ones. For this, you can just zoom them down to oblivion when it comes to the S key and X key. And you can jump and do that too. Jump and... I'm trying to remember. Jump and Kai Blast, you can do that as well. You're a strong beast now. You can prove to them how strong you really can be with the help of the beast form, more like you. Basically, for both Game Boy and the original version, you can turn it into a human back, change back to a human quite fair and squarely. I will say that. It's because they, I mean, well, you know, if you play the original version anyways. So for this, for the first boss, just do this. But if he throws a shield, do that. Basically, for the other two, you don't have to jump and use your Kai Blast. There you go, just like that. Basically, yeah, that thing, the red thing up top you see is taking damage too. So therefore, you can just keep on doing it. The only way to beat this boss is you keep on dashing down and getting the Kai Blast that won't go down. Like how I'm doing right now. And yes, you get an extra life while doing it, because I would recommend it at least. Just like the original Ultra Beast game, am I right? Anyways, I might as well give you a cheat code tip. If you do this, press E, you'll... Okay, basically I was told it was a cheat code for you to at least unlock levels by pressing E, and then you'll be going super fast. Or you can press Q to go the other way to go super fast. Like this, what it's showing you right now. Just give us a minute. don't press down on the key too hard, though, if I were you. Just try to be gentle try to be gentle on the key, depending on what laptop you have. Mine's is a touchscreen laptop, but very, very gentle on the touchscreen, I must try to be. Because clearly, it's a very, very gentle touchscreen, and it will easily break. Because this computer cost me $900. More only my father $900 because he gave it to me. And I'm thankful for it as well, at least. Yeah, you can do that for a cheat code. Even though it may take like 1 or 2 hours, because the longer you hold, the more levels you unlock. I'm not going to waste my time on this, though, I will say that. You can't let go of it, because the moment you let go, it goes slowly slow. What you're seeing right now. It slows down for like 1 minute and a half, or a half, or not, or maybe just 1 minute, or 1 minute and a half. I would at least rephrase that. Ready? Now, as you may see, you have a bunch of levels that need to be unlocked. You have a whole bunch of levels that you're going to have to try reclaiming. And yes, believe me when I say this, there's lots of realms out there you need to reclaim back. Because that's how it makes the game challenging every now and then. And this one, okay, the final realm will be the final boss straight away. While others, on the other hand, you're just going to have to go through enemies first before going to the final boss. The rest you might as well. One of them takes a shorter time to power up than all the others. Like, for example, Heaven, one of the levels you'll be able to unlock somewhere sooner than later. Heaven is one of my #1 favorite realms, because clearly you get to be a beast. Let me think. In Heaven, you get to be a beast soon, and you get to be the flying eagle, which is badass. I mean, you'll see by the time you play this yourself. It's really fun. Believe me when I say this. But anyways, let's not waste any more time. Let's get to the next level. Remember what the keys were. But every now and then when you go to a new realm, some of the enemies can go creepier and, well, a little more scarier and a little more intenser, depending on what the enemies look like, to your personal opinion. And yes, even if you manage to get to a tough spot, like the ones that grab you, just like the original Altered Beast game, I recommend doing this if they go on. Basically, so therefore you have to watch for the enemies. Because clearly they'll get onto you without even noticing. So try your best to attack them quickly before they give the chance to attack you back. And yes, some enemies do get bizarre along with it, believe me when I say this, which can be sometimes terrifying to some players. Believe me when I say this. Like, for example, well, this enemy is not one of them. Okay, those enemies. Do they look creepy to you? Because if so, then who else wouldn't blame you? They're like Spider-Men more than horsemen. Human have Spider-Men more than human have horsemen, like men. Yep, this is where we get the transformation pretty soon. I will make a jump for it too. One hit, they're taken down easily. Some of them can shoot web at you, be warned, and that could often prevent escape and leaving you to the Spider Horsemen's mercy. Hurry up before this goes out. If you're playing this in retro games, I recommend S and A for punch and kick. Kill him instantly doing that, yeah. I will say this, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and PewDiePie. If you're guys watching this, you can make it an hour long if you guys like. You can make it an hour long if you guys like. But I don't have the appearance for an hour long anymore. Yeah, spoilers ahead. I don't got time for an hour long because, let's just say, because sometimes I'm just in from storage situations. Let's just say that between me and my phone, because normally, okay, most of the times I download my videos on phone, and they still turned out quite well. I'm sure of it. Also, a place where I edit videos. Oh my god, I'm forgetting how to kick again for some weird reason. I mean, how to punch again for some weird reason. On. I don't know if I'm looking that way the whole time. I just hope it's there. These are the guys that will squirt lead on you. I'll at least see how they get through them at least. If they shoot web at me. Yeah, you can just do this to escape, but this could often get them the attack first before you escape. What's showing right now. Because how tough the enemies are. Oh god, I already died by that. Try your best to focus on the enemies in front of you. You might not need this now, because since you died... Okay, maybe you should duck while you're in. Yeah. Oh! You're gonna die with one hit doing that. Why aren't the green ones doing that, though, you ask? I don't know, because basically the developers, I'm sure, wants to take your time on the enemies to be prepared for, at least. The first enemies to be prepared for. Oh my god. And the shooting web is kind of annoying. Believe me when I say this. It's pretty annoying when it comes to them shooting web at you. Believe me when I say this. It is pretty annoying when they shoot web at you, because this could often prevent escape and leave you easily to the Spider-Man's mercy. Oh my god, I keep on forgetting. So yeah, focusing on the enemy. Oh yeah, some of the enemies can go faster than some of the other enemies too. Be warned when I say this. Oh god. Yeah. I'm losing escape on those guys when there's too many of them. And be warned, when it comes to too many of them enemies, you can easily get a hard time escaping. And it's pretty hard to try to do the, doing the whole enemy against without taking damage. I mean, if you're planning on beating the game without taking any damage on any of those enemies, it will be super hard to do. Be warned when I say this. I mean, you can try doing that challenge, but at the same time, I wouldn't recommend it, because I easily get destroyed by these enemies. Sometimes the time you won't. Even when it comes to super hard, stronger enemies, like those, for example, they can easily grab onto you. I mean, in the original game, we all know they can grab you by the head and slowly draining your life. So yeah, new enemies like these, for example. The snake-like creature. You press S to do that. You use green to... You press A to squirt the acid, I believe it is. You can also do it high up as well. For some beast transformations. And try your best to do this on them first before they get their chance to attack you. And yes, sometimes they'll power up, and yes, these power-ups can also work for your beast form as well, which is also a plus. Yes, you can duck while doing that. Oh, if you're on a tight spot, then, oh my god. And yeah, sometimes they'll get you cornered easily in beast form. So yeah, basically you can do it high with the up arrow key, and you can do it low with the down arrow key. This is just normal for both high and bottom. And I think, yep, here comes the next boss, the giant tapeworm creature. And yeah, sometimes it will do that. And some monsters can be freaky time to time. Be warned when I say this, because some monsters can be that freaky. And do pay attention on the you-know-what. Boy. And yes, your beast forms that you transform to will have their own sounds through saying. It's a little more different than the original version. I will say that. Oh yeah, you can try getting them up from their bodies up top when they're about to get attacked, but sometimes it is tough to recommend it sometimes. And every time when you go to tough boss battles like this, it will totally be recommended that you try at least making a return trip, depending on the boss battle that you'll manage to nail out. Going down for that dig monster, or some people like to call them, Morley Weird Mouth Worm. I'm sure about it. There you go. That's how you basically get down the basics. That's how you. I mean, you can try your best on the second beast form, no, second boss with that beast form. Sometimes it takes tough training, of course. That's why the first level got you prepared for this. So, anyways, that'll be it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and again, I can't shoot both, okay? I hope this works, so file, save. Yes. Alrighty then. Wait. Okay, that's kind of new. But anyways, now I'll quit. And she'll continue right here. So, this one save file I got, I have to at least see what it does, at least. So anyways, I will make another gameplay like this in the future, depending on how long my video is. Bye, everybody!